time for another update on the MR2 repairs. As you can see, there's no sign of the yellow car left anymore, so it's all been primed at the back, which looks good. I was getting sick of looking at that orange car, that orange paint. I think where we left off last time was the floor wasn't welded in, but it's all welded in now. It's not super tidy, but it's good enough. So all of the structural welds are now done, with a bit of messy seam sealer in there, as you can see, just to stop any water from getting in. What else have I done? I've cut off these bits underneath here. So as you can see, under the bottom of the floor is actually completely flat now. If you look at a standard MR2, the bit behind the rear wheels actually dips down quite a lot. So I've done that to help with aerodynamics, to help the air get out from under the car and reduce lift on the rear end. And I put these little panels on here. You won't really see them. I had something very similar on the previous rear end of the car, and you could barely see them once the bumper bar is on. What else have I done? So it's really just preparing the mods to make it a race car. I'm going to be putting in the NACA ducts again in this area. I'll put one here and one down there, same as I had with the other rear end of the car. I have fitted the flares, and you can see these riv nuts here for the flares to go on. The arch isn't perfect, but you're never going to see it, so I didn't really bother too much with that. And everything has been sealed up inside. See if I can get some light in there. Everything's been sealed and painted in there. It's a little bit messy, but doesn't matter, no one's going to see it. Main point is any water doesn't get in there and then rust everything away. But yeah, it's all one piece now. So yeah, it's coming along pretty well. The next step is to put the boot lid on and put the speed clips in here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And I might have to do some bracing for those, because there will be a big carbon fibre wing sitting on that boot lid. And then I have to mount the intercooler, and I'll be chopping out the rear section of the car here as an exit for the air from the intercooler. And I'll also be adding a hole in the top of the bonnet to help the air come in and then go through the intercooler. And as you can see under here, the bottom of the boot floor is close enough to flat as it's going to get. That'll make it easier to put a diffuser on at some point in the future. And I'm also going to be having a straight pipe out the back, which was my original configuration, and then I had to change it when one of the tracks near Sydney had quite stringent noise restrictions, so I had to put a big muffler on it. But that track is closed now, so I'll be able to just put a straight pipe back on it, so it will sound a lot better again and save a bit of weight, because the muffler isn't particularly light. So that's the update. I'm planning to do a bit more work over the next couple of days, and I'll post updates as I go.